Children of messy parents, what was the worst case of being thrown in the middle that you experienced? I had known my parents were cheating on each other for years, and when they found out, they blamed me. So I manipulated them into staying in a miserable marriage while paying for my college. My parents had always been selfish and clueless. When I was 11, I saw my mom kissing her coworker at the family restaurant where she worked, always staying late for work, never coming home when she promised. I talked to the coworker who told me to stay quiet so I didn't hurt my father. Maybe I should have said something then. For a year, I felt terrible watching my dad whenever mom worked late. Then one night, mom stayed at the restaurant and dad brought home another woman. That's when I realized they were both cheating and somehow didn't know about each other. Around my 15th birthday, they figured out I knew and started using me to cheat more efficiently, always pressuring me to make excuses for them, never considering how this affected me. They'd ask me to get one parent out of the house when the other wanted to bring someone over, even arranging meetings with their side pieces. They were both incredibly stupid but thought they were geniuses. This is what brought them together. They enabled each other's delusions while being too busy thinking they were masters of cheating to realize the other was doing the same. I became their referee for years, keeping them from fighting and stopping their worst ideas. Last year, I started university and moved away. Without me around to manage them, I knew divorce was coming. You know how two toddlers need adult supervision to keep them from throwing each other into traffic? That's what I'd been doing since I could remember. I was right. They eventually found out about each other's most recent affairs and decided to divorce. They announced this at a family gathering, both acting oh so hurt by the other's cheating. It looked like children acting out a soap opera. When I laughed and admitted I'd known about both of them cheating for over 7 years, there was dead silence. Then they got mad at me, started screaming and blaming me for ruining their marriage, said they could have worked it out if they'd known sooner, asked how I could have done this to them. I had enough and left for my apartment. For 2 weeks, I got calls from everyone in the family. Most were sorry for me, but everyone agreed I was wrong for not saying anything earlier. My parents wouldn't even talk to me directly. The breaking point came when my dad's lawyer emailed requesting a DNA test. My cousin told me mom had admitted to cheating before I was born, so I might not be dad's child. That's when my professor suggested I could sue them for psychological damages. It gave me a better idea. I decided to get my revenge through manipulation. I had lunch with my uncle and aunt, telling them I planned to take my parents to court for money and post about their cheating online. I confessed that I'd been planning their divorce so I could get money without waiting for them to die. It made me sick saying it, but it worked. Within a day, the entire family turned against me, calling me a gold digger who only cared about money. Then their lawyer contacted me. With my professor's help, we crafted a contract where they'd immediately pay for the rest of my education in exchange for no contact and giving up my right to sue for damages. The amount was way more than enough, but I wanted it to hurt. 2 days later, they announced they were renewing their vows after hearing about my plan for their divorce. Said they could work through anything without a devil by their side. I knew they'd never divorce now. They'd already ruined their reputation by publicly admitting they cheated, then damaged their egos by going back on their word. No chance they'd admit being wrong again. My professor helped me transfer to another university with amazing lawyers who made the contract ironclad. I needed it to be a contract because going to court would mean dealing with them longer, and a contract that seemed entirely my idea would make them hate me more than a judge's decision. After passing my finals, I felt pretty happy knowing my tuition was paid, and those miserable jerks were stuck in a loveless marriage. Sure, they took my childhood away with their drama, but I felt like a kid again watching the two people I resented most bind themselves together permanently. Turns out the best revenge isn't getting even. It's getting paid while watching your enemies trap themselves in their own misery.